Hello and welcome to all Mzansi, as I'm bringing you the latest news and transfer news from the Dstv Premiership, as I'm going to be talking about Jose Riveiro's contract at Orlando Pirates, Shandre Campbell's move to Europe, the Richard Ofori likely to join Supersport United, and more. Now, if you're new on all Mzansi, kindly click on the subscribe button and enjoy the video. Now I'm going to start this video by talking about Jose Riveiro, the Orlando Pirates head coach. He has had 2 successful years at Orlando Pirates, and now his contract is set to expire at the end of the 2024-2025 season. But it looks like Orlando Pirates are not going to let the contract to run that far, but they are going to open talks with the coaches. They are convinced about what Jose Riveiro is building. Now this is coming in from a few sources today, and they're saying that Orlando Pirates are set to open talks with Jose Riveiro over another long-term contract at the club, because they do not want to see him going into the final year of his contract. So let's wait and see what is going to happen in this situation, but it is more likely than not that Jose Riveiro will sign a new long-term contract at Orlando Pirates before the beginning of the 2024-2025 season. Give me your thoughts on the situation of Jose Riveiro. Do you think Orlando Pirates should be looking to keep him for longer, commit to a longer term contract before the beginning of the season, or they should look to check how he does in the beginning of the 2024-2025 season? For me, I do think that this is a good move for Orlando Pirates. The coach has done very, very well. He's guaranteeing trophies and success. He has won 4 trophies in his first 2 seasons at the club, so very, very successful. So now we should see, hopefully he will be challenging for a league title next season, and also in the CAF Champions League they will do well and not get knocked out in the preliminary rounds like last season. So let's wait and see if Orlando Pirates will really go in and offer Jose Riveiro a new longer term contract before the beginning of the season, or they will wait to see how he does in the beginning of the 2024-2025 season. Now, still talking about Jose Riveiro and Orlando Pirates. Now, we understand Orlando Pirates will make a final decision on Tremaine Eastmond, who was on trial at the club in around April, who impressed also Jose Riveiro and co. Now, a decision will have to be made on the player after pre-season, because he's going to be invited for the pre-season tour at Orlando Pirates, where they will make final assessments on his future, whether they will offer him a contract at the club or they will not offer him a contract. It will be decided in the coming few weeks and months, as Orlando Pirates will be going on a pre-season tour to Spain. So Tremaine Eastmond, look at that name as a potential new signing in the striker department for Orlando Pirates. Tremaine Eastmond was previously with Cape Town Spurs, and now he has been on trial at Orlando Pirates, and Orlando Pirates are looking to assess him further to make a final decision on his future. Now, moving on, I want to talk about former Orlando Pirates midfielder in Andile Jali. Now, Andile Jali is back in the market. He is available as a free agent, as reported by his agent Mike McCabe. We know there's been talks between Mike McCabe and Andile Jali about his future, whether he's going to be retiring or he's going to be looking for a new club. As we know, he was released in January or in December by Moroka Swallows after a few disputes at the club. But now Andile Jali is now ready. According to his agent Mike McCabe, Andile Jali is ready and available, and he's looking for a new club ahead of the next season. So what do you think about it? Where do you think Andile Jali will end up? There's not really been too many links yet with regards to Andile Jali, but he's back in the market and available as a free agent. Still talking about free agents, I want to talk about Mamelodi Sundowns defender in Bryan Onyango. Now, Bryan Onyango is going to be released by Mamelodi Sundowns at the conclusion of his contract on the 30th of June. As reported by the SABC Sport, Mamelodi Sundowns are not going to be offering Bryan Onyango a new contract at the club, so Bryan Onyango will be available also as a free agent in the market at the opening of the transfer window on the 1st of July. So Mamelodi Sundowns are going to be parting ways with Bryan Onyango. We know Bryan Onyango has been a bit part player at Mamelodi Sundowns. He has not really been an important player since he signed for the club. He has always been a backup defender. So now he's going to be leaving the club on a free transfer on the end of June 2024. Now, still talking about Mamelodi Sundowns. Now, it has been reported by Dstv Times that Mamelodi Sundowns have now exercised the 1-year option that they have on the contract of Rivaldo Gotzee. As we understand it, Rivaldo Gotzee's contract was going to expire on the 30th of June 2024, but Mamelodi Sundowns always had a 1-year option to extend that contract, and that option has been exercised by Mamelodi Sundowns, which means Rivaldo Gotzee will play for Mamelodi Sundowns in the 2024-2025 season. And also, as reported by Dstv Times as well, Mamelodi Sundowns Sundowns are planning to open contract talks for a new longer-term contract for Rivaldo Gotzee, as they feel the one-year option is not enough. They want to keep Rivaldo Gotzee for a bit longer at the club as an important player. We know he can play at centre back, as also he can play as central defensive midfielder. So Rivaldo Gotzee has been very, very important for Orlando Mokwena, especially in the 2023-2024 season, and Mamelodi Sundowns have moved swiftly to secure his future at the club. Rivaldo Gotzee, one more year at Mamelodi Sundowns, potentially more years, as contract talks are going to be opened with his agent very, very soon. Now moving on, I want to talk about soon to be former Orlando Pirates goalkeeper in Richard Ofori. Now the Ghanaian is now linked with a move to Supersport United. We know Supersport United are going to be losing Gotzee this season, as he's going to be returning to Mamelodi Sundowns after his loan at Supersport United, and now they are looking for a replacement. And now, as we understand it, they are looking at Richard Ofori as a potential replacement for Gotzee at the club. So Richard Ofori to Supersport United is a possibility in the 2024-2025 season on a free transfer. Remember, he was released by Orlando Pirates about a week ago. So Richard Ofori to Supersport United, keep your eye on that. It is a move that can happen very, very soon and very swiftly, because it's going to be a free transfer if it happens. Now, last story I want to talk about in this video is that of Shandre Campbell at Supersport United. Now, this is coming in from the SABC Sport as well as his agent Mike McCabe. Both these parties are reportedly not expecting Shandre Campbell to be part of Supersport United ahead of the 2024-2025 season. They expect the player to move on to pastures anew with a move abroad, very, very likely, with now Club Brugge of Belgium very, very keen on the signature of the 18-year-old Supersport United winger. So Shandre Campbell to Club Brugge is a move that may happen in the coming few days, as talks are now advancing to very, very important stages between Supersport United and Club Brugge. We know inquiries were made on Shandre Campbell's availability a few weeks ago, and now talks are going to be continuing. Let's just wait for the transfer window to open and see what is going to happen in this situation. But this is a very likely move to happen. Club Brugge and Shandre Campbell, you should keep your eye on that. Shandre Campbell is not expected to be a part of Supersport United next season. We know he's also been linked with Mamelodi Sundowns, but that move, I'm told, as of this moment, it is unlikely unless a move abroad fails for Shandre Campbell. Supersport United will really prioritize a move to Europe for Shandre Campbell, and they do not want to sell to Mamelodi Sundowns. So Shandre Campbell to Mamelodi Sundowns, it is unlikely, and the player is very, very likely to move to Belgium, with Club Brugge very keen on the 18-year-old sensation. Now, thank you very much for watching Mzansi. Please tell me what you think about the stories and the players that I mentioned in this video. I talked about Jose Riveiro up for a new contract at Orlando Pirates, Shandre Campbell potentially going to Belgium with Club Brugge, Richard Ofori close to joining Supersport United, Andile Jali back in the market as a free agent, Bryan Onyango released by Mamelodi Sundowns, and also Rivaldo Gotzee's contract extended at Orlando Pirates with a potential for more years at the club after a 1-year option was triggered. Now, tell me what you think about all these stories, and also if you're new on all Mzansi, kindly click on the subscribe button, leave a like on the video, and hit on the notification bell.